Welcome everywhere to yet another season of Join Dota League. It is already number 6 here, and once again we are back to this group stage, which means 2 game series, all group long. So even if it is 1-1, unfortunately for you bettors out there, it's just gonna mean that you're probably gonna get a refund on those bets, just because there will be no third game. Of course, it can still be a 2-0, you can still get your wins, or if your betting site allows you to just bet one or for the first game victory, for example. I don't know, I am not a betting man myself, so not really familiar with how those things work, but I know most of you will be watching this just because, well, you have bets on this game. But I'm from HeflaTV, I'm gonna be just going solo, and I am Couchor if you are wondering. Just because we also have another stream running at the moment with Goomba versus Game Online for the Razer ThinkFast Cup. So you can check that out on HeflaTV 1. There's a proper dual cast and everything, but looking at those bans here, IO and the sniper removed by Lemondogs, Troll, maybe something like a Bat Rider now to be removed by Scary Faces. Just, so far at least, nothing in the slightest that is out of the ordinary. But coming into this game, I do believe the Dota 2 launch, well, the most popular betting site by far at the moment, did quite heavily favor Scary Faces coming into this. In fact, 69% of the people thought that Scary Faces is gonna make or get an easy win here. So value bettors, if Lemondog managed to win, those people are gonna be extremely happy, or at least they definitely have reason to be happy. But Lemondogs, seeing the Spirit Breaker was also banned out, what will their first pick be? Is it gonna be Bat Rider, Juggernaut, maybe a Lion, but nope, it's gonna be a Zeus instead. Zeus is a hero that you see more and more often. It was kind of a popular hero at the Star Ladder LAN finals as well, the weekend that we just had. Scary Faces, don't even dwell too much into the reserve time, just Queen of Pain and the Chen rather fast straight after each other. So Scary Faces probably have a plan in mind here, going for kind of a faster game, mid-game oriented, and it may even work out. But Lemondogs, they're not gonna be left behind, because knowing now the Scary Faces have a dedicated jungler, they just go for one of their own, picking up the Enigma there. And the biggest difference between those two heroes is late game prowess. Enigma, I would probably like 90% of the time rather have an Enigma in my team than a Chen. Enigma farms a little bit better throughout the game. Of course, Chen, you do pick him just to kind of end the game before, well, I'd say at least the 40-minute mark. But depending on the amount of farm you get, the amount of kills you get, even Chen is rather viable in the late game. It just really depends on the amount of farm. As for the next set of bans, the Beastmaster and the Broodmother to be removed by Lemondogs. Of course, Beastmaster would have been just one of those heroes that can stop Enigma's Black Hole even through a BKB if Enigma should have it even. But if Scary Faces want to, they can pick up a Vengeful Spirit, for example. Just have something to cancel the Black Hole, and if the Nether Swap is level 2 or even 3, it is quite easy to stop that Black Hole. With a level 1 Nether Swap, the range may be a little bit too bad for you to really catch it in most situations, but can't expect the Vengeful Spirit to not be level 11, or at least level 11 throughout the entirety of the game. Although yes, that can also happen, but we'll see. Scary Faces for now though, picking up a Lion instead. Definitely the double disable will also work rather well up against the Enigma. So isn't that big of a difference if you have like a Vengeful or Lion. Lion may even be better because that hero, especially once you get the Blink Dagger, perfect for initiation. Just Blink Hex, and also with the Finger of Death, you should be able to rather easily just eliminate one hero from the game. Well, not from the game, but from the team fight at the very least. Maybe force a buyback. Especially considering that this Lion will be partnered up with a Queen of Pain, no less. So Sonic Wave plus a Finger of Death, there aren't gonna be many heroes that can survive that combination. Maybe if you get a BKB off beforehand, but if you get Blink Hexed, you may not even get the chance. But Lemondogs now, going for a Clockwork, maybe not the best hero in dealing with the Queen of Pain, but it is still pretty disruptive, and Clockwork, Hookshot plus Power Cogs may be just that little bit that they need to buy the space for the Enigma to properly channel his black hole without being cancelled. And Scary Faces, at the moment, the only thing that can cancel the black hole is, of course, the Lion here. Maybe Chen with a couple of creeps. Most specifically that Troll, of course. Hill Troll Warlord or whatever it's called. As for Scary Faces, the 4th pick about to come. They have the 2 support, so they would require an offlaner plus a safe laner at the moment. And depending on if they want to just focus on some late game as well, they may go for a really hard carry here. Or otherwise, Slark, for example, is available, but gonna pick up a Phoenix instead, so I would expect that to be the offlaner. Phoenix definitely an extremely popular hero at this point in time as well. At least up until the patch. We'll see what the patch brings to us soon enough. Because Valve did say that they're gonna release it after the Star Ladder LAN finals, so should be coming up this week sometime, I would expect it to be at least. Looking at the last bans, Skyref removed by Scary Face, just because, first of all, there's a nice synergy between Clockwork and Skyref Mage, of course. Then Ancient Seal, it's just a really easy way to shut down a Queen of Pain, and not only that, also just getting kills on the offlane Phoenix, because Phoenix, he does rely on using that Icarus dive to really escape, make it out from the gank. But suddenly you get silenced, so you may be able to activate Icarus dive, but you won't be able to activate it again mid-dive to cancel it. So Scarf Mage definitely makes sense as a ban here, but Lemondogs, they did pick themselves up a rather hard carry at the moment with Phantom Lancer. Contrary to how he used to be, you can play him as a just fairly mid-game oriented carry as well, because just getting a Diffusal Blade by itself, like Yasha Diffusal Blade, is already extremely strong. Then again, Scary Faces, they do have just reasonable AoE, especially should the Queen of Pain go for the Aghanim Scepter, get the 40-second cooldown on the Sonic Wave, and just try to demolish Phantom Lancer every time they even get eyes on him. As Lemondogs, I hope they're not disconnected, but they are definitely taking a really long time. So what is the hero that they would be afraid of? What is the hero that can deal with like Phantom Lancer the best while being a proper carry himself? Well, maybe Lycan not the greatest in just dealing with a Phantom Lancer in a man fight, so to say, but Lycan in a Chen lineup with the amount of aggression that Scary Faces can already bring to the table with the 4 heroes they have currently, I think Lycan definitely could have been a nice addition to Scary Faces and some insurance that you actually have what it takes to end this game early. If Scary Faces really want to go for a push, they can still pick up something like a Luna and try to go with that route. And Luna, of course, isn't even that bad against Phantom Lancer. Not the greatest, but those Moonglaves just bouncing around may just be enough. Also, just additional damage aura for everybody when you're pushing, and it's something you don't see all that often, but Lucent Beam is also rather fine in dealing with the Enigma's Black Hole, because Lucent Beam does have a pretty nice range and a mini-stun to it.
Storm Spirit!
Storm Spirit will be the last pick for Scary Faces, so I do think it's going to be a safe lane Storm Spirit. Or at least that's what makes most sense, just have the Queen of Pain up against Zeus mid lane. Of course, if they go for it the other way around, it can also work. I mean, Queen of Pain being up against the Clockwork maybe is a little bit better, just because should the Lion want to leave, want to roam around together with Chen, for example, Storm Spirit pre-level 6, Clockwork can actually get a solo kill on the Storm Spirit as well. There, just get the Battery Assault, power cock the Storm Spirit in, and no ball lightning out means you may die.
Silencer.
As Lemondogs now, as their last pick, going for a Silencer. And well, they did need a support here. And what must I say? It can be just a completely game-breaking hero here. Queen of Pain and Storm Spirit, and even Phoenix to some extent, definitely reliant on getting their spells off. And also Silencer with that last word. Last word is at least as annoying as Skyref Mage's Ancient Seal for the Phoenix to deal with. Maybe even a little bit more so, because if you have the last word on you, you activate Icarus Dive, you can actually activate it because you don't get silenced straight away. But by activating it, you get silenced, and Icarus Dive is faster than the duration of the silence there. But to introduce the lineups, guys, for this first game of the 2-game series here, it's gonna be Scary Faces going up against Lemondogs, and for the Radiant side, we do have Scary Faces. Ramses 666 gonna be handling the Phoenix offlane, leaving Shadowwech playing the Chen for the jungle. State 21 handling the mid lane Storm Spirit with Quista on the Queen of Pain, and the last one is going to be Eknard to be the Lion. As for the counterparts, Krilli will be handling that Clockwork with E-Skills on the Zeus, Eres Loco to be the support silencer with Steph Style hanging in the jungle on the Enigma, and the last one is going to be Chabs to be the Phantom Lancer. So at the moment, looks like the Radiant side just kind of want to take control of the bottom bounty rune. Top rune should go to Lemondogs because of that, but they do have 2 heroes around. It's gonna be just a Chen who is also backing off. Maybe thought about just placing a ward, for example. Speaking of wards, LD do have one down to just block the double pull. Just they want to guarantee Clockwork some XP at the very least, and being up against a kind of a dual lane pseudo tri lane, it should be doable for the Clockwork, just getting XP if not proper last hits. Now though, creeps have met in the middle lane, and interested to see where the first blood will actually take place here. It may be the Clockwork, but I highly doubt it's gonna happen before some crucial levels. Is Eres Loco goes in, but doesn't even have last word. Just starts with Glaze of Wisdom of all the items or all the skills. But look at the damage he's doing to Phoenix. I mean, Phoenix in general just not the best in taking physical damage, but even with it being like approximately 8 pure damage extra, it still amounts up to quite a bit, and Ramses does only have 3 armor to begin with, having that Ring of Protection. Otherwise it would have been even worse. So Eres Loco already forcing out a healing salve, definitely well done as a support. Mid lane you can see E-Skills just staying rather far back, using that Arc Lightning to farm up. Eres Loco now runs into Ramses. There's gonna be a Spirit Lance as well, but almost an immediate Icarus Dive. Ramses is gonna be fine, has lots of tangos, 7 tangos still left. Came with pretty much triple regeneration, double sets of tangos and the healing salve. But as you can see, definitely a necessary choice here as well, because while using your own abilities also removes your health. Mid lane so far though, State 21 is completely outdoing E-Skills. Zeus also out of mana, can't even use the Arc Lightning. He does have a couple of bottle charges, but since the creeps were following him, he couldn't even really bottle up to use that mana to get those last hits. So it's going to be 4-0 on the Zeus compared to a 10-2 Storm Spirit, who goes in for some more harass. Gets that one overload attack in, and just a second normal one. Eknard wants to steal the rune. Can he get it? Maybe so. Krilli unable to do so. Regen rune was picked up by Eknard. Did get cancelled as well, but can they get the kill here? Quite possibly. Nope. Clockwork power cogs really well done there. Shadowwech even runs into them, which means he's going to have to pop his clarity here if he wants to dominate another creep at least. So far, no kills once again. Krilli, I thought he may go down there, but still had the power cogs. Nice positioning as well on the stairs there. Even if you like completely hog the left side of the stairs, I think it may still have pushed you back. Sometimes the pushback radius is just rather huge. Mid lane E-Skill still struggling rather hard, and I'm not even too sure if it's just State 21 completely outplaying the Zeus or what's the case, but Zeus looks to be going for a Soul Ring as well. May even be a Bloodstone later on for him. But State 21, look at the aggression coming out. Doesn't have a point into the stun though, the Electric Vortex. So he's just gonna be, or have to be satisfied with some harass. But oh, Shadow comes in from the side as well. Can he get the Test of Faith off? Maybe so, doesn't even need it. Just the attack will suffice. So Shadow picks himself up the first blood. Although that gank did take away some farming time from him, getting the first blood definitely worth it. Of course, if we look at Steph's style in the meantime, he's already level 4, soon to hit level 5 as well. Nice jungling, just doing multiple camps at the same time, as you should if you have the skills for it. But he has 18 last, it has his Soul Ring already at the ready. And we'll just probably continue at such a nice pace. Ramses though, he is forced out of the offlane. So, as a jungler, Phoenix just not the greatest, unfortunately so for him. At least he's still getting something done, and oh, in the meantime, Earthspike did miss. Power Cogs pushing Eknar back once as well. So he needs to wait a little bit to have that combo mana once again. Clockwork in the meantime, level 3.5, so not doing exceptionally better than the Phoenix by any means, but even if it would be a solo lane, just Queen of Pain versus Clockwork, Queen of Pain should still have a massive upper hand in that matchup, especially as we see going for 2 points into Shadow Strike as well. So far, the game is rather even, although Scary Faces did throw first blood. Mid lane, maybe a little bit of a worry considering State 21 is still more or less doubling E skills, but Zeus, having the Haste Rune at least should be able to survive the next incoming aggression. Lion in the meantime gets Tranquil Boots finished up. And just farming continues. Well, everybody likes to farm, I suppose. Aeroslocke in the meantime. Is he gonna go for bottle? Is he gonna go for just rush that support Midas? On the Silencer, it's not too bad. It will guarantee the eventual Aghanim Scepter or that Refresher Orb, whichever one you want. Refresher Orb may be a little bit of a better choice just because Aghanim Scepter, although yes, it can be pretty nice damage-wise. Although then again, it will depend on, I think, how many BKBs are to come out from Scary Faces. But if you have the Aghanim Scepter, a couple of patches ago they removed the extra 1 second duration on the last level for the global silence, so Aghanim Scepter after that really hasn't been that popular, although I have to say, it's not like the Silencer himself has been that popular. So maybe that has something to do with it as bottom lane. Clockwork might be in some trouble, slowed down already. They need more disables, or well, you can also just blink forward, get a few more attacks and Creeley will be going down. I think the only chance was like hawk the Queen of Pain, hope the Bad Result will cancel enough auto attacks, but then you wouldn't have even been able to get Tower Arrows. Oh, State 21 jumps forward. Is he going to get the stun? He doesn't have a stun yet, but the slow should be enough. There's the Thunderclap from the Hellbear Smasher, and there's Loco. He TP'd in. Is he going to go down as well? I wouldn't think so. State gets silence, gets nuked a little bit by the last word, which is level 2. But a nice kill, make it 3-0 for Scary Faces. But we do have to just take a look at Chaps as well. Phantom Lancer, 43 last hits. That is 10 more than the Storm Spirit, 12 more than the safe lane Queen of Pain. Of course, Queen of Pain has claimed 1 last hit as well, but Phantom Lancer free farming, although he may not be an immediate threat, if this is just allowed to continue, it definitely will become one. So Steph Style now, level 7.5, so at least Enigma is also farming up exceptionally well. Looking at the Chen's levels, for example, just about to hit level 4. He has been useful to the team, no doubt about it. But Enigma and Phantom Lancer farming, I think, should be able to make up for all of LD's shortcomings for now. Oh, blink forward, he gets hexed at the same time and should go down with the Earth Spike also connecting. And yes, Krista picks himself up another kill there. Eknar to just mana drain the range creep. Oh, top lane though, we have a Malphite, but just easy Icarus dive out. It would have even been worth a black hole, but Enigma just didn't want to use it there. Although, would the black hole duration have been enough, chaps? I think so with the sprint lance connecting also. But didn't really want to go for it. I think just this early on using a black hole, I mean, why would you save it? Especially if you can secure a kill mid and E skills, gets jumped, there's a double damage as well on Storm Spirit. Wants to ball forward, does get the kill, but not on E skills, it's on Ares Loco instead. But the kill is a kill after all. And he even manages to ball lightning away to the high ground. And double damage, that output was just ridiculous. I mean, Silencer didn't stand a chance. First of all, he took quite a bit of damage just from that ball lightning itself already as well. Switching over to network though, Queen of Pain, although behind the last hits of the Phantom Lancer, still ahead in network just thanks to those 2 kills that she has. Chaps though, definitely doesn't want to be left behind, and if he manages to claim this tier 1, he will surpass the Queen of Pain, but for now, he's gonna back off, gonna play it completely safe. Just farming up the jungle. Some Phantom Lancers even like to go for like a Vladimir's Offering. Just increased farming. Armor, not this significant this game though. maybe even like drums. Oh, but the Storm Spirit comes in, gets the Electric Vortex jabs. He needs to escape. The Doppelganger is on cooldown. He used it for farming. Can he get it off? He can, but will that help him survive? I would think so. Thunder God's Wrath also came out. They got the counter kill now. State. He's on the run, but gets the ball lightning away. Magic Wand to just get enough mana, get out of the grasp of the Step Style Enigma. And with that, the kill score 5-1. LD definitely looking better now. Of course, Phoenix Stein, not that big of a deal. If he was level 6, he could have just popped his Supernova and maybe even go a little bit deeper with the dive. But now with that kill on the Phoenix and just repelling the Storm Spirit away, they will claim the tier 1. It was destroyed by the creep, so nobody gets that major bounty. But Chaps does have himself an ultimate orb already. And is that a straight Manta style, or is he really going straight Skadi? Just because Skadi wouldn't even be that bad. Gives you moderate tank, but if you look at State 21, him having a Robe of the Magi, also Queen of Pain running around with the Oblivion Staff, I think Phantom Lancer is going to focus on just getting the Manta style as fast as possible, just to be able to dispel that Orchid debuff from him, the silence. Also you can dodge the Shadow Strike. I guess that can be nice. But I think it's mostly going to be for the Orchids, maybe even double Orchids coming out from Scary Faces. Taking a look at the super early graphs, it is still a leading network for Scary Faces by about 600-700 XP. About a 300 lead for Lemondogs, so early on, as you can expect, really not a big advantage taken by either side. Oh, blink forward, another Shadow Strike, really? Can he escape this time around? I think Lion is just a little bit too far away. Mid lane though, Zeus saw those creeps coming, started to run away, but Krista, he got the solo kill anyway, popped the Sonic Wave, gets Malphite, but just blinks away. Enigma, I mean, nice attempt, just wants to help his team, but it was a little bit similar to when he found the Phoenix, just you Malphite, but he curse dives away and is safe. So much mobility coming out on Scary Faces, and up until the point Eris Loco hits level 6 and gets the global silence, they really don't have the best way in dealing with that mobility. Clockwork though, also pretty damn close to his own level 6. But in the meantime, tier 1 will be claimed, and none other than Eknart on the line will get the last hit for it. Who will also have level 6 soon enough, but also 1.2k in the bank, which means only 1k necessary to get that support blink for himself. Chen, how close is it to the mech? So he needs about another 500 gold for it, give or take. So it's not that far off, so getting like a 15-minute mech earlier probably, but it is a completely naked one. Not even boots before that, so mana-wise, using the mech, dominating a couple of creeps, you suddenly don't have enough for Hand of God anymore. Oh, did he have the mech recipe? Oh, he has the mech already, so never mind. Can pick up boots, a couple of TPs, and go for arcane boots next. So, it was my bad. Did have the recipe for the mech beforehand already. So, is this going to mean that they start going for pushes now? Do they get a little bit more aggressive? Or, well, Stepstyle, does he have a mech also flying out? He does, plus he has a soul ring and boots both. So he's a little bit ahead of the Chen. But it's not that far or anything, chaps. Does scout out Rames. Oh, Stato gets Stepstyle, gets the stun, Electric Vortex, easy kill, or is it? Finger of Death was also used, and with the blink forward, they're gonna also get Eris Loco, who gets slowed down by the Shadow Strike. One more tick of it will get the kill there. LD just getting caught off guard completely, and although E-Skills was close by, as well as Chaps, they just couldn't risk going in anymore because, well, LD, they just got caught way too badly. E-Skills now is level 9, but Queen of Pain is level 11. This mid lane was so heavily in favor of the Queen of Pain. Lasted twice, about a 30, almost a 40 lasted difference also. So with the kill on the top lane, or with the kills, I should say, it's gonna also be a tier 1 going down. So that is 3 tier 1s claimed, whereas LD will try to start working on a second one for themselves. But with the tower down, 13.5 minutes. That's a crazy timing. Null Talisman, Power Thread, and a bottle plus Magic Wand. There's the Blink Forward, get the Silence and the Sonic Wave. The Soul Burn should be plenty. The mech though, will it help enough? No, it will not. Oh, it will! the doppelganger, and there's the black hole into state 21. Nice earth spike to stop it. Hand of God kept him alive, but with the hook shot, they get just enough lockdown. There's the global silence finally coming out just before his death, but it's a little too late now. Krilly still in the middle of things with the battery shot, gets the power cogs, but does go down to the earth spike of Eknard. And that fight was just without the Chen. Chen is like, yeah, I'm not gonna join. I'm just gonna stay top lane, use my Hand of God when you need it, and that hit did. Storm Spirit did die in the end, but a well worth of a fight. Scary Faces taking a huge lead now. Queen of Pain, perfect initiation to the fight even, I should say. I mean, you go in, you silence that Phantom Lancer, you pop the Sonic Wave, clipping the Phantom Lancer, and I'm not entirely sure who the second one was, but I want to say the Clockwork. Well, whoever it was, somebody got hit by it. Hand of Midas now finished on the Phoenix, thanks to those just nice engagements that they've been able to pull off. Blink up on Eknard as well. That is just a crazy fast blink for a support. Well, I suppose it can be faster if you're like a Sand King, or you get even better of a KDA than Lion already has, but even then, getting it about 14 minutes in is excellent. Midas and Ramses, as already mentioned. Plus, they do get the Arcane Boots now on Chen as well. State 21 could do with a little bit more farm, but still above the opposition here. Do we have a smoke though? Do they want to go for one? Nope, they're just hanging around it, not really doing much. They're not getting XP, they're not farming up, and... well, at least the Phantom Lancer is, but... is LD really happy with only the Phantom Lancer farming? And even that can't be just compared to Queen of Pain at all. As now, do we have a smoke from Scary Faces instead? I don't think anybody's carrying a smoke. Doesn't look like it. Anything on the chicken? Nope, just a point booster for Krista, so it's gonna go for that Aghanim Scepter now. Does have 2 components ready, so needs about another 1.9k gold. And with the 40-second cooldown, the increased damage in it as well, dealing with Phantom Lancer illusions should be rather easy up until Phantom Lancer gets like 2, maybe 3 big items. For now though, chaps, just trying to finish that meta style. Has himself the Ultimate Orb plus the Blade of Alacrity, so the most expensive parts are there for him. Just needs the Band of Elven Skin and the Yasha recipe, and of course then the Manta recipe. So all in all, he needs about 1.3, 1.4k gold. So this tower, mid lane, might go down here as well. It's gonna be the first tier 2 to fall in the game, but LD not making a single movement just to defend it. They even have Global Silence up, but Black Hole is still on cooldown for a little while. Scary Faces are like, well, if you're not defending anything, we may as well go for more objectives, right? I mean, what's to stop them at this point? Zeus is only level 10, is shortly level 11. If he gets this creeper, he's actually, yeah, he's gonna hit level 11 now. So level 2 Thunder God's Wrath is quite a bit of an increase in just global damage output there. But there's gonna be another tier 2 going down. How much damage did Chen? Well, not too much, so... I suppose Chen staying on the top lane in the previous fight didn't really matter all that much, but in the grand scheme of things, but it's just a show of force. It's like, yeah, we don't even need Chen in the fight, we can still win it, and rather comfortably so even. And Ramses now, it feels like he just picked up that Hand of Midas. Already another 1.4k in the bank for him, and looking at the graphs now, wow, those have spiraled big time. About a 10k lead soon enough in net worth for the side of Scary Faces. XP slightly below 5,000, so maybe not that big of a deal, but the goal, just the raw item advantage should already be enough, especially considering Krista. He's gonna have his Aghanim Scepter in only 150 gold. Chaps, does need about 450. Or not 450, what I'm saying, 550 gold. 550. Krilly, so close to getting a Blade Mail, which isn't even going to be a bad item by any means. There is quite a bit of burst to come out from Scary Faces, and if you can reflect even any of it, it's still going to be a pretty nice item. Thing is, just normally, if you're up against also some form of physical damage dealers, the Blade Mail is a little bit better just because you get that armor with the item. In this game, though, Scary Faces not really focusing all that much on physical damage output. as now it's gonna be Roshan, or at least an attempt at Roshan. LD, they have all of their ultimates if they want to defend. They also will scout it out with that Clockwork rocket flare. So if now... No, they don't have Enigma though. Enigma, what you doing, bro? They're taking Roshan. Well, the chances of them contesting this would have been low anyway, but at least they could have tried, I think. Now suddenly there's going to be a Storm Spirit running around with an Aegis and an Orchid finished up. That is a scary thought. Or at least, I mean, it is to me. I'm not too sure what about you guys. Meta style though is finished in chap, so the double Orchid, or at least one of the Orchids, may get negated, but depending on the focus fire of Scary Faces and the level of communication that they have, they may even just go in, pop one Orchid, have him meta style, and then immediately pop the second Orchid as well. Dragon Scepter delivered out now. Another 1.1k gold on Quist already. 12,000 net worth. What's the gold per minute on the hero? 614. He's almost 200 higher than the Phantom Lancer. Well, it's a like 1 or 2 gold per minute difference from that point, but wow. This Queen of Pain is just balling out of control. What's KDA 6, 0 and 3? Not too shabby if you ask me, not too shabby. But LD, what's their plan? I mean, Phantom Lancer, he needs to farm up a little bit faster. It's not like he's farming that slow, but if you're really not getting any kills, if you're not getting down towers as a team, it's just gonna take you so long to actually get any kind of like proper farm. And since your team is behind, you're also always gonna have to be wary of potential ganks coming in towards you. Looks like Krista now will play it safe and go for a defensive item as well after the Orchid and the Aghanim. So BKB will be the next choice unless it's gonna be Heaven's Halberd, which I wouldn't be completely opposed to even. But I think it is gonna be the BKB. Unless he wants to run SNY. Zeus in the meantime gets a Bloodstone. I mean, yes, it's nice for the mana and the health regen and everything, and if you die you heal your teammate. But is it really worth the investment in this game? Oh, long jump stage 21. Goes in, but he gets hookshot. He might lose his Aegis, and that hit does. They still have the global silence, so they may even get the kill. Battery Assault activated. Black Hole will be cast immediately, and that is a dead Storm Spirit. That is how you kill him. Of course, lots of ultimates were used. Storm Spirit even buys back for this. But do they want to go and fight tier 3? Taking some damage, but one by one the creeps fall for the Chen here. Storm Spirit is rather close by. They have the Sonic Wave, of course, such a low cooldown after all. State, is he gonna jump in? Tries to get some vision. The flying vision coming out from the Remnant there. There's gonna be a tornado flying as well, chaps. Just doppelganging for getting more illusions. So 12 to 3 now. Is the kill score. Scary Faces still have a huge lead, but LD showed us that if Scary Faces overextends, LD is more than happy to punish that. But the push does continue on the top lane. Who makes the first jump? Do we have a hookshot? It's still on cooldown, but for only 2 seconds. Clockwork. He is gonna go and catches Krista. There's the global silence to follow, and wow, that burst is unreal. Queen of Pain down, no Sonic Wave. State 21 though, still in the sidelines, and Chavs in the meantime, they get the silence on Ramses, somehow last word on him, but they need more follow-up damage. State forced to ball lightning away, beautiful air spike, catches 4 heroes I do believe. Supernova popped, and LD will have to back the hell out of there. State 21, not enough mana to really go and stun anybody. So LD get another kill. Icarus dive doesn't do anything. But just the amount of burst damage, the coordination in jumping those initiations, it's pretty solid. I mean, hookshot and just, it was a momentary blow up. So hookshot, Thunder God's Wrath, Lightning Bolt as well, I do believe, maybe even a Spirit Lance. So well done, and not only that, suddenly Zeus is up to 11 Bloodstone charges. So getting some extra value out of that item, especially should he die. Just reducing the death timer can be of great importance, especially if you are getting dominated this early on. But this Phantom Lancer just has to hold on, gonna get the Diffusal Blade soon-ish as well, already has the double Blade of Alacrity. So it just needs the recipe as well as the Robe of the Magi. How, well, the graphs, they haven't dipped that far. I mean, still more than an 8,000 net worth lead for Scary Faces. XP still hanging about that 4k mark. So Lemondogs, if nothing else, they're definitely holding on. Didn't even lose a tier 3. It is down rather low, but it is better than nothing. Queen of Pain, 2 parts of that BKB also done, and once she gets the BKB, once the Storm Spirit gets the BKB, on paper it's gonna be just so much easier for them to fight. But it will all come down to whether they BKB before or after the Global Silence, because even though you can BKB out of the Global Silence, if you're already BKB'd and then somebody activates the Global Silence, you will get affected by it. Shadow Widow, he's just pushing by himself. Does he have any enemies flying out? Nope. Just the secondary part. Has the point booster Ogre Club to come just to tank up a little bit more now. But they are grouped up. Roshan will respawn, or well, don't know exactly when, but at least not for another 2 minutes and about 10 seconds now. But the BKB is delivered out to Queen of Pain. Is that enough for them to go war? To be honest, they should be rather fine with just farming up the entirety of the map. I mean, look at LD. They have the farm coming in from those 2 lanes here. Everything else is Scary Faces. Well, maybe LD gets a little bit from the bottom lane if Scary Faces give momentum to it, but for now they haven't done that. In the meantime, going over just the new item, Jewel Scepter is there for Ramses. BKB is only a Mithril Hammer away for the Storm Spirit, which is 1.1 thousand gold away for him. On the dire side though, looks like Stepstyle gonna go for a BKB of his own. He is only about 200 gold away from it, but they do smoke now. Here's Loco, already rather far up as a support. I mean, he has a 4-staff, but he should definitely be aware how mobile Scary Faces can be. Do they even have vision? They do not, and Storm Spirit just now got sent back by Chen. Hookshot, I hear it. They're gonna catch Eknard. They do get the kill. They even popped the Thunder God Draft. I think it was mostly just to get vision on the other heroes, just to make sure if you have to be worried about getting caught or not. Jabs, how highly level? 13. So almost all of his abilities are maxed out now. Phantom Rush getting that lower cooldown as well. So Jab's definitely gonna be becoming a bigger of an issue, especially if the Diffusal Blade will get purchased now. He does have enough gold for it. I don't think he should be worrying too much about just having buyback for now. Steph Stylo, is he even going for a BKB? He definitely has enough gold for it. But maybe they are already worried about buyback. But I think if you like lose a fight, you have to buy back. It's gonna cripple you so much. Maybe if you can just wipe the enemy team completely, it's still gonna be worth it. But usually if you're behind and you have to just buy back like that, you're gonna lose so much in the process. But wow, look at the Queen of Pain now. Level 17, has the Perseverance. Does he have anything else on the courier? Nope, not yet. But I do believe it's gonna be a Refresher Orb. Tiny chance of a Lincoln Sphere, but I would think the Refresher, getting the double BKB, having that safety insurance of getting out of the Global Silence no matter what. And not only that, it's also just a great item to have later on, because I think Hex should be a standard thing for the Queen of Pain to go for afterwards also. Japso purchased the row of the Magi, but not the recipe for the Diffusal yet. So Chen just has his army, but can't really do that much with it for now. Roshto, whoa, about 30 more seconds and Roshan is gonna be up here. LD, they have this ward, but that's the closest they have to Rosh. They do have about 3 wards on the map, so it's not even that bad. Getting a reasonable area of coverage, I suppose. Maybe one like around this area here would be a little bit better, but it's still decent enough, I would say. Just look at the Roshan camp. Eknard. Oh no. I was so anticipating him to just run out of the Rosh pit vision just before it respawns, but they waited it out. They were patient. They get the Hex on that little... well, it was a rather big fish, I suppose, on the Roshan. Diffusal Blade is just now picked up, but can they make it towards Roshpit? They scout it out, but the speed is everything now. I don't think they have what it takes to contest this, and doesn't look like they even care either, or maybe they were like, damn, a little bit too late. It's just going down a tad too faster. Roshan is down, Aegis, Storm. Yes, what did he... or just remove the TP scroll from himself. Ramses just goes to the top lane, has himself a Mystic Staff already. Whether it be Hex, whether it be Shiva's card, either one is going to be coming out rather soon. So checking back to net worth, Queen of Pain still just heavily dominating. But Phantom Lancer is at the very least number 2. So it could be worse. Maybe not by too much, but considering that Zeus is also catching up to the Phoenix, who's been running a Hand of Midas for quite some time now. Oh, we have a smoke though. It is the Enigma purchasing it. Do they have any more in the store? They do 2 whole smokes extra. Man, they really haven't liked ganking. Usually if you're like 30 minutes in, you are keeping the smoke on cooldown at all times in the shop. Storm, another double damage for him. It is a minimum the 3rd double damage I've seen this game on the Storm Spirit, minimum. But he's running around just dewarding Chen. Is the one to hold the gem. So they'll did go for a little detour before the Aghanim Scepter. These skills. Spamming out that Arc Lightning as hard as he possibly can. And they do demolish the creep wave, of course. Midnight Pulse also helping out there, so no heroes really want to go and stand on that if they can help it. 224 health. It can't stand for long like this. Especially if State, he wants to jump in it. At least it feels like he wants to jump in. E-skills. Oh, he gets jumped now. There's the BKB and Krista pops the Sonic Wave. Catches E-skills and Krilly, but they stay alive. But for how long? State gets the kill. Global Silence just a tad too later. But Global Silence does affect State 21 if they can do anything. Zeus, in the meantime, buys back. There's the stun. They even Black Hole for Krista. They're gonna get the kill rather easily. The Hand of God, just not enough. Shadow might be the next one. Diffusal up for the slow. Chaps though, he needs more. He wants more. He's gonna catch up with the charge. Or is he? No! Blink for Eknard. But it's still 2 heroes down. It was... you can consider it a kind of a 2-for-1 trade. Zeus died, but Zeus, even him having both back, it is well worth the fight in general for the rest of the team there. Especially for this Phantom Lancer. 3.4k now in the bank. Yes, the tier 3 went down, but the fight by itself was... I'd like to say somewhat horrible, especially considering how well they managed to jump Zeus to begin with. So 1700 gold now in E-skills. Already has an ultimate orb. Is that the Linkens is gonna be going for? Preventing that just Blink Hex or like Blink Electric Vortex maybe? Well, clearly now he's the one to get jumped. Silenced up as well. Blade Mail. Is it gonna be enough with the Magic Wand? I don't think so. Yeah, the Soul Burn. Just a tad too much damage. So Phoenix also gets himself a Shiva's card now. Scary Faces, the one thing that we've seen or haven't maybe seen so far, it's difficult for me to figure out which one it is, but they haven't really taken the best fights. Whenever they try to go high ground, try to just jump a fight, they've been a little bit lackluster, but the numbers speak for themselves. A 10k plus net worth lead, 10k plus in XP as well. And with the Shiva's finished now, maybe that's the next element that they will, or maybe that was the last element that they need to just actually go and break high ground. But they've waited for so long that the Global Silence will just come off cooldown once again. But they are still going to push top lane. With no tower there, there's at least no sources of external damage to come. Rocket flare! Rocket flare! Oh, are they gonna go and fight? There's the Midnight Pulse. Jump in though. State goes in, gets the silence. As was the pull in E-skills. Is he gonna go down to the Soul Burn? He's so low as his chaps, but stays alive. And with the Bloodstone heal, he's gonna stay alive for even longer. Has the buyback if need be. but they just cannot dish out the damage. Supernova a little bit too strong there, chaps. Had to back the hell out. Stepstyle not that fast in attacking, and they will claim a favorable fight, plus get themselves racks as well now. It could have been a little bit different had they just managed to kill off the Phantom Lancer as well, but chaps survived with such little health. There was no focus on him at all. Then the Zeus died, and with him having like 10 blast zone charges or so, got a pretty huge heal onto the Phantom Lancer for about, I'd say, like 40-35% of Phantom Lancer's health or so. And with this now, there's also an Aghanim's on Chen, so 30-second cooldown on that Hand of God. Probably gonna go try find a Rock Golem as fast as he can. And Storm Spirit, he's gonna get a Bloodstone as well soon enough. But taking a quick look at that last team fight, if we can, let's check. Bang! Look at it! Storm Spirit jumps in, pulls in the Zeus, beautiful Sonic Wave, catches at least 3, and Enigma, didn't he have Black Hole or... I'm not entirely sure. His Black Hole is off cooldown at the moment, but... Huh. Maybe it was off cooldown, I'm not entirely sure. Wait. I guess. I don't know, hard for me to say. Yeah, it was still on cooldown. It wasn't green here from the instant replay, so... That's a little bit saddening. If they had the Black Hole there, could have easily just caught the Storm Spirit, get that Queen of Pain as well, maybe turn it around completely, but now Queen of Pain just wielding that Refresher Orb. This is looking grim. Although the Phantom Lancer is getting bigger, he's just not that, like, I'm scary, unkillable, plus I kill the others so fast. And even though Enigma, it's not like he has horrible farm, and the same can be said for the Zeus. Zeus is actually rather tanky even. 2,000 health. I don't know why I said 12, but 2,000. So it's not like that easy to bring them down, but now double Sonic Wave. That is a lot of burst. What is it? 590 pure damage? 575 pure damage. Okay, 490 without the scepter. So 575 pure damage times 2, which means, well, 1160 pure damage flying at your face, plus double Scream of Pains. Orchid also just buffing it up unless you have a way to remove Orchid somehow. Chaps, if he's really fast, he can even diffuse that, or purge off that silence from the Zeus if he gets jumped like that again. Look at this, scary faces though, they're just wanting to go for another set of racks. I mean, what's really to stop them as well? They even have a Granite Golem. They have an Ancient Black Dragon who can just easily tank it up in the front lines if they want to. Another double damage on state. Man, he's really been getting lots of those this game. As 3 or 37 minutes in, 60-7 is that kill score now. Oh, State takes some damage, but shouldn't be worried too much about just a single Phantom Lancer illusion. State doesn't have an Aegis though, and how long do we have for another Roshan? We will find out in just a couple of seconds. Roshan will respawn in 2 minutes and 40 seconds, so a rather long one, which is definitely lucky for Lemondogs because they need any kind of breathing space they can just deal with. For a second I thought maybe they're gonna leave Eknar just as a standing ward, but they could also just send in a Chen creep. Just send him there. Have him scout it out. It's not like Shadowweg needs all of his creeps to be with him at all times anyway. State though, Bloodstone is finished. 900 gold after that as well. Queen of Pain, 1.2k. Oh, it's just so much easier this way. 2.8k on Phoenix, 2.7. Hanging out on Eknar's line also. And LD, maybe if they... Oh, they do have a Blink now on Steph style. So, Blink, BKB, Black Hole, they smoke up. Thunder God, not Thunder God Draft, just a Lightning Bolt. For just a little bit of scouting there. So this is their chance. Oh, wow. Are they going to be fast enough to catch Queen of Pain before she blinks though? Line already blinks out, they're all disengaging. They must smell this coming somehow. I don't think it was scouted. It shouldn't give enough vision because they smoked like here. But they are backing off nonetheless because top lane is pushing in, nobody's dealing with it. The Storm Spirit Illusions have already scouted. Oh, Ramses though, he's gonna get caught. Thunder Gods have to scout things out, but there's the Hand of God. He gets the Supernova. Black Hole will catch too, but where's the damage? All the damage going on to Eknar instead. And there's the global silence finally coming out. They may even get a couple of kills. Deathstyle just trying to TP out though. Will succeed just barely, but everybody else who's left behind will go down. Phantom Lancer, well, he did quite a bit of damage, but it just wasn't enough in the end. And now, are they gonna go just grab racks for themselves? I would think so. They got the pretty nice jump under the Phoenix, but Phoenix having that BKB can get rid of that silence as well. And just pop the supernova straight after, and they just didn't get enough time at all to focus even on the supernova. Then getting stunned by the supernova egg, but there are buybacks, even 2 of those on Clockwork as well as the Phantom Lancer, but there is no hookshot. Step style, there is no black hole. Maybe the midnight pulse is just gonna be enough for now as Scary Faces. They do back off. There's no need for them to force this. Just go back. They have controlled the map almost the entirety of the game. They know Roshan can't be respawning, or the Roshan respawn can't be too far away even. Because, well, it's getting rather close to 11 minutes after all, soon enough. So Phantom Lancer, having had to buy back, still means there won't be an Eye of Skadi finished before the next fight, I think. Or if there is, well, wouldn't have buyback anyway, so I guess every little bit of gold should go towards an item now. E-skills, he's so far up. Well, he is ballsy as all hell. But Roshan has respawned now. Rocket Flare scouts it out. Lightning Bolt to try to get some vision. They get the Observer down. Can they get the stun? They get the Malphite. Chaps wants to go forward, but Mule Scepter is there. And in the meantime, Electric Vortex comes out. Oh god, Sonic Wave lands on Freak. Really will stay alive. The Blaster once again helps them a little bit. But probably in the end, they're all gonna die. Shadow Wave gets the regeneration room, but of course can't really get value out of it. Now Chaps getting to the high ground. Storm Spirit has just enough mana to follow. Earth Spike a little bit off target. They need to slow down Chaps somehow. They do get the mana burn. There's the Ensnare, there's the Silence and the Hex. Both Supernova even pop for this, and Chaps will lose his life here. 3 heroes down. All they got for this was a Chen. And this just may be it. Well, they may not lose the third set of racks immediately, but I really don't think LD has a chance anymore in this. At least it doesn't feel like they do. I mean, State running around with 14 Blaststone charges, Mystic Staff as well. And I don't think we're gonna have a fight, so let's check how the last fight went. I did start the recording a little bit late, but oh, never mind, we're gonna get the jump in. State goes onto Ares Loco, mech or no, he's gonna go down. Sunray even getting that little bit to finish them. There's the Hex finish, the Queen of Pain's Death Style. He goes forward, but, well, has a BKB, so I guess he's gonna be fine. Hand of God keeps them alive, but there's the Hex onto the Zeus. Is there follow-up damage? Nope. Hookshot. He's gonna be a little bit disrupted, but E-skills in the end will lose his life. Quista just going there with the BKB. GG is called, and Scary Face as well. This was a rather convincing game, and they didn't really feel behind at any point in this game at all. Just really well done. Quick look once again for the last fight. Not this fight that we had in the base, but the previous one. There's the jump in. Look at that Sonic Wave as well, landing at least on 3. Just so many heroes getting almost blown up to smithereens at the start of it. Shadow Wave, he didn't even die immediately, so that's an accomplishment of his own if a Phantom Lancer is on you. So guys, that was it. It was only game number 1 though. Scary Faces, yes, they have a 1-game lead, but it doesn't mean it's over yet. LD, they have one more chance, because this is a 2-game series, to just tie it up and get at least a little bit of a standing in the start of the group stage. But with this, I'm heading off into game number 2's lobby, so hope to see you there, guys. And if you liked what you saw, you can always follow us for more on HeflaTV, both Facebook and Twitter. And for me, it's @Couchor. And, well, see you guys for game number 2.